Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Today I'm super excited. We're going to be making chicken fried rice. Yum! We're going to get started with seasoning our chicken. I have my pan on 300. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more to 390 because I want it nice and hot. I'm just going to do a touch of oil, and it's canola oil I'm using. I'm going to add some lemon pepper because you know that's my go-to for anything I cook. Everybody's different. Use your own seasonings or don't use any. This has plenty of seasoning. You don't really have to use the lemon pepper, but that's just one thing I like to do. And that's how I learned how to make it. Trial and error, lots of trial and error. I'm just going to brush my chicken on. It's about 3 chicken breasts. That's what I had left. But I'm kind of weird. I do measure food out after I cook it so that I understand how to cook it. And then after I get good enough, I can just go ahead and eyeball it. I got it on 390 now. It's pretty hot. Put that there. And I'm just going to let this cook. I'm not going to add any more seasoning. I put enough. I didn't measure the seasoning. So I'm just going to let this cook. I had chopped the chicken up into small pieces, and that's how I wanted to do it. So we're going to go in stages. So I'm going to get this chicken cooked, and then we're going to come back, and then what we'll do is we'll start on our the next segment, like our eggs, and we can put them to the side, and then we'll assemble everything together. Okay, welcome back. Okay, chicken is cooking. Chicken is cooked. Looks good. And I only have a little bit of lemon pepper in there. That's it. And so I always do my fried rice kind of the way I just do it. I am one of those that I kind of learned. Next I'm going to do my egg. Most important, I got my chicken done. So now I'm going to take 3 eggs and I'm going to beat them. I cracked one of them on accident, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of wonderful canola oil. I'm not going to heat my pan yet because my pan is still hot. So the 3 eggs, and we like 3 eggs. And then I'll explain all the ingredients as we go, and I'll have everything in the description box. But this is just kind of how I do it. So I just get my egg nice and incorporated here. I'm going to turn my pot back on, or my pan. I'm going to drop it down to 390. I'm just going to, I can tell it's really hot. I can see the oil here. And all I'm going to do is, it's mixed good enough. I'm going to just drop it right in. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get my my wooden spoon here and just start mixing my egg. So I like my egg more fluffy. I don't like it together. I want it to be as mixed up as possible. And I like a lot of egg in mine, so I use 3 eggs. Sometimes I get crazy and use 4, but on standard I use 3. Okay, I'm going to turn my pan just a little bit hotter. It's 425. As I want to get this in and get it done right away. So we're going to go ahead, just get this cooking, and we are good. Smells delicious already. And then what I'm going to do is, after the egg is done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to break, clean my pan out a little bit. But I'll show you dumping the egg in first because this is what I want it to look like. And this is how I want it. But see, I have to have mine really fluffy like this. I've seen other people do it. I tried it different ways when I was learning how to make it. And really, everything is your preference and your family's preference. My egg is done perfect. So guess what? We're going to take it and we're going to put it on a paper plate. And I just want to show you. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clean out my pan, and then what we're going to come back and is we're going to start with our garlic And then we're going to warm up our vegetables, and I'll give you all the measurements, and then we'll go ahead and get that fried up. Okay, welcome back. So I have 3 cups of white rice that I had in my freezer. I unthawed it because that's the best way to make fried rice. So this is where my vegetables come in. I have a half a cup of carrots and peas. I'm warming my oil right now. I have about a half a tablespoon of oil. I have here 2 tablespoons of garlic. I pressed it first and then chopped it a little bit finer. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, and then I'm going to turn up my pan. But see, for me, I had to learn how to measure everything to make my flavors come together the way I wanted them. So I'm going to do my garlic, and then I'm going to let it cook for just a minute. I have it only on 212 for a minute because I don't want to burn my garlic. I just want it to sit in the oil right here and just kind of get all the smell. It's permeating. It's just smelling delicious. So half a cup of peas and carrots, and I have a half a cup of green onion. I put everything in a clear container, but I measured it from this just so you guys could see my ratio. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and let my garlic cook for a few minutes, or about a minute. That's all I needed to do, is cook for about a minute. I have it crushed pretty well. Like I said, I pressed it and then I did a fine chop on it. Okay, so it looks fantastic. Smells fantastic. I don't want to burn my garlic, so I'm going to put my cold veg in right now. I'm going to pop my heat up, and I'm going to go ahead and get this just fried for just a few minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Okay, I've got the veg. I'll put it on the plate, and it cooked for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, because the vegetables are already cooked. I don't need the onion to be disintegrated because I want that flavor in my rice. And even I can eat the rice like that because it's a green onion, and I'm a picky one. So here's my garlic, and that's what my veg looks like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a tablespoon of, or a teaspoon of oil in. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn my pan on. And it's at 460. I'm going to drop it down to 390. Get my oil all heated. Put it on the pan like that. Let this come up a little bit, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and put my beautiful rice in. So this is 3 cups. And then what I want to do is I'm going to let you know, we're going to make the sauce together though. I want to make this with you because this was my hardest part when I was learning how to make it. So my pan's hot. You hear that sizzle. Okay, so it has to go up a little bit higher. We're going to go to 425. And what we're going to do is just stir the rice in. And I'm just going to get my rice nice and brown. I am going to put just a drip of sesame in it as well. Now I don't want to put too much because sesame is a part of my my sauce as well. I have this sesame, so I'm just going to put just a little bit. There we go. Stir it around. And then I'm just going to let this heat. I'm going to continue to stir it, but before it's all the way heated through, I'm going to take it off because I want to come back and make the sauce with you. And the reason I want to do that is because, like I said, that was my hardest part of learning how. So we're going to let this heat some more, and we'll be right back, and then we'll be ready to make our sauce together. Okay, welcome back. I have the rice to where I want it. It's warm, but I don't want to cook it anymore because I want to show you how to make the rice, and we're going to the sauce, and we're going to incorporate everything. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Boy, this is the part I had the hardest time. I go back and look at everybody. I watched videos over and over and over. And it was so funny. I never really paid attention. I didn't, I guess, recognize how they put the sesame oil in, and not everybody does it that way. So you have to learn the way you want to do it. And now it's oyster sauce, 3. I used to only put 2, and I like 3. I think oyster sauce is good. It's kind of I'm kind of the picky person, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're not gonna like that." Guess what? I love oyster sauce, and I'm not skimping on any. The reason I put the sesame seed oil in first, and then the soy, is so that the oyster sauce it comes out easier. The first couple times I did oyster first, and I sat there and I had to take my finger, swish it around, and get it out. But like I said, this is just my way of making it. Oh, I love fried rice too. It's so funny. I never thought I'd be the person that would like fried rice. Love fried rice, love egg rolls, love lumpias. I like all sorts of different kind of cultures, foods, many different places, and I'm learning as I get older and that I'm more in the kitchen now that I really do like to eat those things and I do want to try. So there we go. There's our 3. For me, this was very important because, like I said, I had a hard time. And I get every little drop out. I'm going to use my finger just one time. That's it. But look at how clean that spoon is. That's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put ginger in. I have 1 tablespoon of ginger. And you can put it in, or you can actually just sprinkle it over. I'll probably put it in, though, today, just so I don't screw up and forget it. And I put it on the recipe. And you're like, hey, I thought Andrea put ginger in here. Andrea forgot. Okay, so all I'm going to do is get this mixed around. It doesn't have to be mixed around a lot. Don't make a mess like I did. Hello. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my pan back over here nicely. My cameraman, my wonderful husband Wayne, don't want to mess up his stuff. I'm going to turn my burner on. I'm going to go 460. I'm going to drop it to 425. And then I'm just going to go ahead and keep mixing this, incorporate this. And as soon as this pan's hotter, I believe I have enough oil in here and we are good to go. Like I said, I went ahead and got my rice all separated and heated. Okay, so I hear the pop. Woohoo! I love it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add 1 cup of chicken, and that's it. I have the rest of the chicken over here. That's reserved for a different dish at a different time. I'll put my chicken in. And I want it to stay at 425. And we're gonna let it heat for just a minute. And then I'm gonna put my egg in. Remember, I used 3 eggs. I wanna get everything nice and incorporated. And normally it flows easier, but because I wanted to show you how I learned, because this was a dish that I really struggled with to get the flavor profile down, because you go to a beautiful Chinese restaurant, Asian restaurant, and man, everything tastes absolutely fantastic. You get home, you try to make it, and it doesn't taste as authentic. So now I have it where if I'm really craving it, I can eat it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my veg and add my veg in. And you can add more vegetables if you choose. This is what my family likes. And it's funny because my husband's the one, because I was just dumping a whole bunch of vegetables in there. And my husband's all, we don't need that many vegetables, and he loves vegetables. He's probably my healthiest eater. And he says, not always is more better. He goes, it's a mixture. So I had to take those wonderful words and a person who really likes Asian food, and I had to listen to what he was trying to tell me. So now my food, thanks to my husband, is a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and just get my sauce in. That's why I say you cook for you and your family. Your family, you two can put you guys can put things into the recipe, and you can just make better recipes. And I think by listening to everybody, it makes it better. And you can use more chicken too. Like I said, I only use 1 cup. Use more if you want. Okay, my pan's at 425. We're just throwing this back. It's nice and hot. Looks fantastic. We're just going to let it just cook here for a minute, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come back and plate. I'm going to clean off the counter, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay, got the rice in a bowl. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little bit here, and I'm going to put it on the plate. Boy, came out beautiful. But hey, I say it came out beautiful, but let's try it. We better try it. Actually, you know me, I'm always tasting my food as I go. Oh, well, I like it a lot. I used to not eat this dish. Went to a couple wonderful restaurants, had it, turned around, watched lots of videos, and learned how to make it. Now, you could go ahead and do a little just drizzle of more green onion if you'd like, or if you don't have to. What I'm going to serve mine with, these are called lumpias, and that's what I'm going to serve my family tonight. We're going to have some lumpias and some fried rice. Fantastic. Let me try one more bite of rice. Absolutely fantastic. If you, first I gotta tell you guys, I'm sorry. We are going to be on RVing this next week, so we'll be gone. It's NASCAR time, so we'll be in California, and then we're heading to the coast for a few days. So we're going to be RVing, so we won't be here next week. I almost forgot to tell you. Just wanted to let you know, though, and tell you how much we appreciate you. We're going to be making a couple of little fast ones out on the road so that we have something to show you when we come home. But if you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everything, you guys. I appreciate you all. All of you take care. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you when we come back.